Hey there, I'm Anoushka. I'm a UX designer. Today I'll be critiquing an app called How We Feel through the lens of user experience. The goal here is to explore its design decisions, identify key UX principles and cognitive psychology concepts in action, and analyze how these enhance the user experience of the app. Now, let's set some context and see what problem this app is trying to solve. How We Feel aims to help users better understand their emotions, identify patterns, regulate emotions in a healthy way. Now, this editor's choice app is made with the combined efforts of scientists, designers, engineers, and psychologists. And the question here is, who is this app for? Now, the target users can be individuals who find it difficult to articulate their emotions, or they can't identify it in the very first place, or those looking for structured ways to track and improve their emotional well being. Now, this can include people managing their mental health challenges, mindful enthusiasts, or even those who are just curious about their emotional patterns throughout the week or month. Now, for this app critique, we pick one user flow and we stick to it. So the user flow we'll be going with is checking in an emotion and using the AI feature to do a deeper analysis of what I feel, because I want to see how AI is being used in the mental health space. So once you open the app, you are greeted with a personalized question: how are you feeling this afternoon? This is a non-leading question, so it encourages genuine responses without imposing judgment. And also it is afternoon right now, so it's customized that way. One clear call to action. The primary action you see on the screen is check in. It is highlighted, ensuring focus and usability. The goal is to make checking in feelings as easy and quick as possible. So, what we see here is called the Fitts law. The time to acquire a target is a function of the distance to it and the size of the target. Let's check in an emotion. So we see four quadrants and four colors associated with each of them. The color associations can be somewhat subjective, but they align very well with research backed emotional triggers and color psychology. To enhance inclusivity and personalization, maybe in future the app can allow users to customize the color associations for these emotions. Choosing colors that resonate more deeply with users' personal experiences would be helpful. Also, the app uses vibrant colors against a dark background, making the interface visually striking. Subtle gradients and animations add a delightful touch to it without distracting from the functionality. And this is called as the aesthetic usability principle. Users often perceive aesthetically pleasing designs as more usable. Let's check in. Let's choose an emotion right now. I am feeling high energy and unpleasant. Okay, so here you see what is called as progressive disclosure. Okay, so instead of overwhelming users with dozens of emotions, the app initially categorizes them into four quadrants, allowing users to explore more specific emotions later. So for the sake of this video, I am using this on my laptop, but when you use this application in your phone and as you move across this matrix, you get subtle vibrations that create a tactile sensation or like a haptic feedback, and it feels like these emotional bubbles or spheres, they're colliding with each other, which is, I think, a very nice touch to the app. Now, one thing to notice here is, let's look at this emotion uneasy. Okay, this is orange in color, and as you move towards top and left, you can see that there's a subtle change in the color. It gets more red. This reflects how the emotions are also gradually changing as you move towards left corner. uh, you get enraged, you have enraged here, which is a very intense emotion, and for that they have chosen a very deep red here. So this is something very interesting to note. So once you select an emotion, let's select I think I feel a bit anxious while making this video. So as you select an emotion, you also get a brief description of what that emotion is. Since there are so many emotions, there can be confusion between very similar types of emotions, right? So it's good that they have a brief explanation for what that emotion is. Let's select. Another thing to notice here, sorry, I forgot. I think you also see Fitts law again here. So when you want to select an emotion, the size increases. The shape also changes, but the size increases. So again, this follows the Fitts law. Okay, I feel anxious right now. Okay, It's good that there's another option to add emotion, because not necessary that you feel only one emotion at the moment. So that is a good feature. It respects user freedom. Okay, let's do a journal entry here. I am making video. So here we see two options: finish the journaling, or you can do a deeper analysis of it, which is the AI feature. Again, nothing is mandatory. So again, it's respecting user freedom here, right? Okay, let's go deeper over here. Okay, creating a video can sometimes bring up feelings of anxiety. What aspects of making the video are causing you to feel anxious? Okay. Okay, one thing to notice here is this message at the very bottom: if you are in crisis, get professional support here. While the app includes a small note encouraging users in crisis to seek professional help, I think it's a bit de emphasized and very easy to miss. I can understand from a business point of view or product point of view that this might be important, because you want users to use your AI features so that you train your model and you can, help users in a better way in future. But maybe here a prominent modal or a pop-up whenever someone is using this AI feature, uh, to help users remind that this app is just a support tool and not a replacement for professional care. I think that would be very useful and also responsible from the product side. Okay, I think I should write something more here. Yeah, I am making video for the very first time. I am going to do go deeper again, but I see another option here, which is identify thinking traps, suggest affirmations, suggest an action, see differently. Okay, this is helpful because go deeper can be a bit ambiguous here, and these are more specific action items. So I think suggest an action is something I'll be doing later, but let's do go deeper again. Okay. Try something new for first time can be both exciting and anxiety inducing. Can you identify any specific fears? Okay, what will people think when I post this? I'll be honest here. Okay, I think I'm gonna do suggest an action here. It's naturally to worry about others' opinion. Okay, all right. Okay, I think for the sake of video, I'm gonna finish it right here and see what we have. So we get a reflection, we get insight, we get affirmations. Interesting. Where is the action that I asked? Okay. Maybe it is helpful to reorder this outputs to prioritize more actionable takeaways over summaries, because I just had this conversation. I don't need to see a summary of my conversation again. So I think an insight or affirmation could be more helpful. So just reordering these takeaways is something you can do. All right, okay. And you can also add what you were doing, who are you with. And again, everything is optional. So you see that they are not forcing you to do anything. They're creating a safe space and just nudging you to take these actions. Another thing to note here from UX point of view is the font size. I think this is one critique I have, is the font size in the reflection, and especially this card is really small. Also low contrast text. The text itself is gray, and this compromises readability and accessibility, particularly with users with visual impairments. So maybe increasing the font size and not compromising it for the sake of aesthetics. Okay, let's complete the check-in. Now let's take a closer look into the visual design. One thing to notice is that everywhere we see animation in this app, it's non-intrusive and it does not distract you at all. I wanted to go back to this one screen where you see all the emotions that are present in this app. Here you see that they're color coded. So we have green, blue, red, and yellow. Yellow was high energy, pleasant. And if you see, the shapes are, they have like more rounder edges and sharp corners. When you look at green, they have curved corners and curved edges. Blue is more angular, but it also has curved edges. So compared to yellow, it is more angular. And then red is angular and spiky. Now, this reminds me of an experiment, Bouba-Kiki effect. So, the shapes used to represent emotions aligned with this psychological phenomenon. For example, the positive emotions are associated with rounded, softer shapes, while negative emotions they use more angular and spiky shapes. So, this subtle design choice enhances emotional recognition. And that's it for this app critique. My final thoughts are its friendly animation, soothing color palette, and easy to follow guided meditation. They create a very calming experience. It reminds me of an app called Headspace, I think. And the app's design, it helps reduce stress and anxiety, which positively impacts users' mental health by respecting user freedom, by not forcing them to take any actions. So, overall, I think How We Feel has done a commendable job in simplifying the complex process of emotional introspection through very thoughtful UX design. While there are areas of improvement, particularly around accessibility, the font size and font color, and the crisis support, where the message that this is just an app and you should take professional help, that was kind of de emphasized. Apart from all of that, the app excels in creating a very calming and intuitive, visually engaging experience. So that was my critique. Let me know if I missed out on anything. Thank you for watching.